Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another exciting session of Candid Mina. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up for you. And the very fact that there's a very huge update with regards to the Disha Salan case, and it's a breaking news, friends. And apparently, Nitesh Rane has come out all in the open all of a sudden, and he has been summoned by the Mumbai police in connection with the Disha Salan case. So we'll be talking about that as well as the fact that Anil Kapoor has been mocked for his as a host in Big Boss because he has replaced Salman Khan, as all of you know, and many other interesting news we have today for you. And so it is over to you.
Yeah, welcome, friends, to tonight's session. So we'll just talk about what's happening in the Ambani wedding news, and then continue with the most important news of today, which is of Disha Sadian and SSR. So welcome, Nina. Always nice to see you. Now, if you look at this picture, you will see Ori in a very sort of his signature pose with Deepika Padukone holding her baby bump. Now, the picture is from Anand Ambani and Radhika Merchant Sangeet on Friday night. Now, it showed him standing between Deepika and her husband Ranveer Singh. Deepika wore a purple sari by Turani and her baby bump was prominently visible. Ori put his hand on the bump and pouted for the camera while she smiled. Ranveer also seemed happy as he put his hand on Ori's shoulder. Now, one thing you must, but we all note is that uh, you know, uh, she would be, I would say, the first mother in the world, to have put on weight only, in her stomach and not anywhere else. Everywhere else, she looks like a model, and only her stomach shows some, fat. So, which means that, I mean, we know how pregnancy is, and most of us, we puff up during that time. And, the doctors warn us, that we should not have bloated feet and less salt and such. And here you see someone who's coming in looking just like she's a 18-year-old with only a big bump. That's it. So so that's Bollywood, for you. Yeah, exactly. That's. In fact, I had tweeted about this, and there were a lot of people saying that, see, it is really amazing to watch her. And there was a scene you remember in Beyonce's case, where she almost lost her baby bump. It fell down, and then she had to pick it up and put it back. So I hope this is not the case with this lady. I hope the bump is for real. Now, welcome, smile always. And then moving on to
Welcome.
the other piece of news is that uh, Priyanka Chopra, as usual, she's free all the time, and she came in with her baby husband. So we talk about babies all the time. Her baby husband, for the wedding. So they were seen at the airport, and so of course they've come for the wedding. Now, in the case of Deepika is all out party. And so she says that it's Friday night and baby, wants to party. So she's talking about her baby in the womb, and she's all ready, and of course she's got her stilettos and everything, so everything that mothers to be would not use. Now, last week she dropped a series of blurry monochrome pictures showing her in a form-fitting dress with a slit in the back. So I don't know how sexy that is when you're pregnant. Now, she completed the look with high heels and jewelry. And one of the pictures showed her holding a bump, a hairstyle in the messy ponytail. And she captioned the photo saying, "Okay, enough, now I'm hungry." They announced their pregnancy in March this year, and they're expecting the birth of their child in September. So holding the bump also makes me laugh. So now I don't want to be a little so sarcastic anyway. So yeah, back to you, Jade. That's about some of the latest news for the Ambani wedding.
Yeah, so coming to the next piece of news, and apparently,
Yeah. So before that, Jaydev, I just wanted to say one more point. So let me just go to that. Yeah. So let me just show you that. Yeah, so this morning I had tweeted, Baby Penguin is very, very, vocal in Twitter saying that, the person who, this guy, Mihir, who, had created an accident and killed a woman, has murdered her. So he should be charged with murder and put in prison. So for that, I had tweeted that before you go on to Mihir's case, why don't you tell us who killed uh, you know Disha Salian and SSR, and first give them a sentence, before you give Mihir a sentence. This was in the morning, and now Nitesh Rane has been summoned by the police, and Nitesh Rane said the same sentence that I had tweeted. So it's over to you, Jade. Please go ahead.
yeah, so Rani has come up and he has been summoned by the Mumbai police in connection with the Disha Saleen case. And he's asked, Mumbai police have questioned him, on this regard. And this is what he said: I have received the summons and I've been saying this since day one. It's a case of murder. I'm ready to cooperate with the police. The MBA government wanted to do a cover up and save Aditya Thackeray and his other friends. Whatever information I have, I'm ready to give it to the police. And apparently, Rane has been calling this Disha Salian that the murder, alleging the involvement of Shiv Sena leader. So apparently, this is quite interesting that he is saying
In
that
fact,
he's going.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. In fact, he also said that he has proof, and that's what he's going to show them, which is what he's been saying for a long time. And he also said, which is why I showed you the tweet. He also said that, see, if Mihir, and the Pune Porsche case, they can be sentenced at this time, then also, the Disha Salian case, SSR case can also be, can also come out. So for us, it's a good sign. Anything to do with SSR, Disha Salian, and all these cases is for us the right move. But again, knowing politicians, I don't know whether it is a threat to frighten Aditya Thackeray, So we do not know that. So politics plays very dangerous games, and this I'm not sure of. But if he is very serious, and the police are very serious, and they're going to go in deeply into the SSR and Disha Salian case, then we have won, is what I would say to the SSRians. Whatever it is, a movement has started. And that's what I would say is our victory. We have at least made, from baby steps, we have gone on to a bigger step. So it's all thanks to people like you who have been supporting me for, ever since we started this channel. You've been with us, supporting us, and that is our strength. So I'll just take a few
yes,
comments from Ree says, I can't stop laughing. Everyone in the world gains face fat, including Aishwarya Rai, Kareena Kapoor too. But Deepika is the first woman to be pregnant, still looking like Virgin Mary. Absolutely. And you're making everybody laugh, Ree. Smile always is also laughing. Inaji, it's a fashion now in Bollywood to show off their baby bumps. They want to look cool walking into shoes of Kim Kardashian. So, Fennel, we are not. That's all fine. Being fashionable, even if you're pregnant. So that's totally a personal taste. But how pregnant is the person is the question. So that is more of the question. Well done, Minaji. And baby penguin must have a meltdown. Yes, absolutely. Now, Smile says, uh, why these Ambanis are glorifying these bullies? Please throw some light on this, Minaji. See, I would always say, Smile, that everything is interrelated. These person you're talking about cannot do without the other person. So they're all intertwined. And each one needs the strength of the other, to go on and make money in life. So that's how best I would explain it, because I can't go deeper into that, though I'm sure you would have understood what I meant. Yeah. And so
yes,
Vidya says, don't forget the face behind fast behind Baby Taimur. Yes, and also see all the people. See, for example, Vidya, if you're talking about Priyanka Chopra and Nick, that is also not a biological child in the sense that the child never grew in her womb. So the child has come out from surrogacy. So if you look at the child hardly resembles Priyanka or her husband. Child looks from somewhere else. I would say from another planet. That's how different the child looks. And this is something that Hollywood is teaching Bollywood, that don't have your own children. You will lose your figure. You will, lose all the sex appeal that you throw in Bollywood movies, where you have to wear strapless, necklines and all those, short mini skirts and bikinis. So don't let babies spoil your figure. So you go ahead and do surrogacy, or you have, you just pretend that you're having a baby. So this is all, passed on from Hollywood. And many a times, you have earlier seen another person, another woman last year, who kept losing her baby bump. And sometimes she would have a bump, she would not have the bump at times, and she would always be in stilettos and whatnot, you know. So that also was another incident that we had spoken about. And this is the fashion, to show you have a baby. Again, I'm just saying that it could be, and maybe she is genuinely having the baby as well. We do not know. So, but what strikes the viewer is this: when a mother is pregnant, her face becomes fuller, her body becomes fuller. As you rightly said, Reed, Aishwarya became, put on weight. And, they always say that a mother looks very pretty when she's going to have a baby because there is a glow. There's another presence, of another person in her body. And that is almost godly. And so there is an aura, that the mother has. So these are things that I understand. Of course, many of you agree with me. And so let's just take a few more comments. Fennel says, well, it's been a long time you're hearing about the statement of Nitish Rani going to give proofs and all but in vain. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope it happens for the good of SSR and Disha. No, Fennel, this time I think it's pretty serious. Yes, absolutely. That makes sense. And Nina says, Minaji, today I saw a photograph of Mukesh inviting Mamta Banerjee. She claims that they've been forcing her to come. She's a realist and will go in rubber chappals, great authentic. Yeah, just like you remember, even Nina Justin Bieber, he just came in a banyan and, a sort of a loose pant. He did not wear anything fancy. And, people who were watching him were wearing diamonds and whatnot, emeralds, and they were dripping with wealth. But this singer, who's supposed to be the most popular singer, came in very, very ordinary clothes. Yeah, well said, Nina. Yeah. And Mamta says, a big thanks for Nitishji. Sach ka saath dene ke liye bina jaan ki parwah na karke. Yes, absolutely. Well said, Mamta. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, and now the very fact that Nitesh Rani, he's using this excuse that he's going to go after the Disha Salan case because of the very fact that Mihir Shah's father, what's his name? Rajesh
Mr. Shah.
Shah. Rajesh Shah, yeah, Rajesh Shah has been sacked by Eknath Shinde. Now, interestingly enough, Aditya Thackeray and the Congress MLA Adil Sheikh, they have visited the victim's house of this BMW hit and run case. So apparently, it is very clear that they want to, close in on this very case and get the maximum mileage before the next Maharashtra election. And to counter this, Nitesh Rani knows that the best way is to bring up the SSR and Disha Salan case at this point of time. So unfortunately or fortunately, this is the SSR and Disha Salan case is politicized, as we all know, by the BJP. So now this is a time when all eyes are on BJP because they did not do well in the Lok Sabha election in Maharashtra as expected. So before the next election, if something, I do expect something big to come up. Let us see how the Mumbai police and the SIT team they look at whatever evidence that this Nitesh Rani has given in a pen drive and look at the and present it in the court or give it to the CBI. So, in the coming few weeks and months, I do expect a huge update in this Disha Salian case because the BJP has no choice but to follow up on this. Yes,
Absolutely.
Meenaji. Okay. So, with regards to the Ambani's, it is of course a huge event, no doubt about it. And with their interest in Bollywood, because Reliance is a huge, they have a huge, they are investing in and producing a lot of Bollywood films. Reliance Entertainment, right? And also they have bought Ekta Kapoor's company as well, a big share of it. So they won't disappoint any businessman, or they will always look at their business interest. And for them, diplomacy is the first thing in their mind, especially the Ambanis. Be it political parties, be it film stars, or be it anyone else with some potential for them to make some money. They will not rub them in the wrong way. So yes, this is the right time for the family of Sushant to come forward. Yes, absolutely, Mamta, and let's see how this goes about.
But you know, Mamta, that very clearly their lawyer has said that they don't want to follow up on the case and that they want that case, nobody to talk about that case. So that would, you're wishing that is not going to happen because they have clearly said that they don't want the anything to happen in their Sushant case. Now here also, Mamta, I'm not sure. See, I'm not sure whether the sisters are being threatened and they are scared because someone was saying that they had one of the some members of the family had an accident and so it was not safe for them to talk so to follow up on the case. So I really don't know what it is, but again, if even if it was that, it is the victory of the SSRians because the SSRians have been persistent. Even today on social media, if you look at Twitter, SSR is trending. Disha is trending. So why are these names trending? Because of the injustice done to these two individuals and so many more. They represent today the common man, and unless they get justice, you know, people are, especially SSRians, are not going to rest. So, comment from Vidya. It is complicated pickle. Salwa is friends with Eknath's son. Amrita Fadnavis, Bollywood ambitions. They may have to make some sacrifices here. Vidya is what I understand, because otherwise they will not hold. This is all a kissa kursi ka. Kisko milega. You know. So the fight is for the chair. So let us see who is going to win. Yeah. So, meanwhile, in the case of Shah Rukh Khan, Ronnie Screwvala recently confirmed the re-release of Shah Rukh Khan's Swadesh, We the People. After the recent release of Ranbir Kapoor's star, rock star, and Hrithik Roshan's Lakshya, the producer was asked about his consideration to screen Ashutosh Gorekar's directorial for the present generation. Now, the RSVP Movies founder, in an interview with India Today, said Swadesh was ahead of its time and deserves a second round. So this is something that is going to happen very soon. It seems the producer said it could be re-released for sure. I keep telling everyone that it was a film ahead of its time. Therefore, it needs its second time around. Calling Swadesh an evergreen story that inspired a lot of people, he further said, "We started our foundation, and after the film, we renamed it Swadesh Foundation." Now, Shah Rukh Khan is a NASA scientist and he comes back to rural India and wants to light the bulb quite literally. Today, younger generations connect to that. You may go abroad to study, but eventually you want to come back to your country. The film represents the spirit and mood of the nation, and therefore it is very relevant, is what he says. Now, he also said it could be re-released for sure, you know. And so here, I'd just like to tell this producer and of course the director also. Uh, Sorry, this story is not futuristic because already Prime Minister Modi has electrified most of the villages. So even if he goes with a bulb, most of the villages will have tube lights and all these solar lights. So I think Shah Rukh Khan is a little late, delayed in coming again. So this is something that the producer is making a mistake because India has gone far ahead, and this under this government, Modi ji has made a lot of changes. So any American Indian who comes back to India would face a lot of changes. Yeah. So let's take another comment. Because Vikas Singh spoke of taking Manishinda out for pomfret fish lunch after pandemic. So Sudhir says, Nitesh Bhau, we are proud of you. And Smita says, I saw that fight where Nitish Rani said he was summoned by the police to submit the proofs. Let us hope it's really used and some action happens, says Smita. Absolutely. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, so now SRK is trying to re-release some of his old films because he does not have any single film this year, and so I wouldn't be surprised.
And he's busy buying agricultural land for his daughter.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he re-releases DDLJ for the third or fourth time, because that is his the longest-standing hit film. So be prepared for that, because Bollywood has lost its confidence in making new films, that they have to re-release old films in the theaters. And Karan Johar, assured us that Bollywood is not doing well because they are making films for directly for OTT platforms rather than theatrical releases. So, I mean, this is the sign that Sushant's after Sushant's death, especially that, and COVID, that people have woken up and they are not accepting any garbage, from the Bollywood people. Uh, there is a lot of PR activities saying that Maharaj is a huge hit on Netflix. So when these sort of articles are written, promoting Amir Khan's debut film, Amir Khan's son debut film, Junaid, and as you know, it is that film has a lot of controversy in which it has some content which is derogatory against the Hindu culture. And so you can see these articles are making him look like some hit film, that particular film. So what are you talking about hit film? If it is a hit film, then why was it not released
So here
directly on
also, Jaidev,
theaters?
yeah. In fact, Jaidev, I want to ask you a question. So when they say it's a hit film, okay, they are making fun of a godman, okay, who is exploiting women. Now, fine, there are some godmen who may be exploiting women. Okay, are there no mullahs? Are there no pastors who are exploiting women and children? Bishop Franco was caught and he was exposed by
Yeah,
3 nuns.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
and none of them, and he was not put in jail, but he was given a red carpet treatment, and he was given a bigger position by the bigger, the seniors. So why only it is Hindu godmen that are being attacked?
yeah,
So
because
there is a pattern here.
yeah, because the funding is coming from ISI in Pakistan and elsewhere, as it's quite obvious. So, and that is, obviously, that's how even Netflix, they want, certain content, they have their guidelines. And so, Netflix never makes any real good content, right, which you can see with your family. So this is how the OTT platforms are slowly taking over, and they are slowly polluting the minds of youngsters in India, be it Amazon or be it Netflix. you just cannot see any film with your family, except for certain documentaries or something else, because it has a lot of violence, sex, and everything else. And that is the reality of today, especially when you have media platforms like Instagram having these reels and everything. So how can you show it to your kids? So the kids today have a lot of distractions,
Yeah.
and parents
In,
have to be very watchful.
yeah. In fact, when even you're talking about OTT platforms, Jaydev, even if you're looking at Big Boss, okay, what is Big Boss? Big Boss is where they force people to to reveal their secrets and their most personal problems, so that they can hit at that, and they expose people to show them that they are weak. And this has started with that, and many people, of course, that many of them have even died after that, so we do not know if there is any connection here. So now Big Boss OTT 3 is known for its daily controversies and rivalries among housemates. Now, this is not a program that I would watch, but then I'm curious to find out that why certain inmates, now like recently Big Boss 11 winner Shilpa Shinde, does not like Anil Kapoor being the host. She says that she prefers Salman Khan, as because he's a bigger celebrity. And in an interaction, she said, "Host नहीं है तो मजा नहीं है. जकास वालों के अपना जगह अलग है. बाकी बिग बॉस बोले तो bye bye. There is no fun if we do not have the original host. Those known for Jackass have their own place. But when it comes to Big Boss, it's only Salman Khan, brother." So Anil, in an interview with media, spoke about hosting the new season after Karan Johar and Salman, and said, "We are all different people. So the idea is just to be yourself. Use your life experience and the kind of person you are." When I did 24, originally done by Kaifer Sutherland, or The Night Manager, my role originally played by Hugh Laurie, they are world class actors. Or when I've done Hindi remakes of films in which Kamal Hassan, Rajnikant, and Chiranjeevi were the leading men, I may have, they have their own style, but when you do it, you make it your own. So this is what he had to say about people complaining about his style. So of course, when women speak like this, these actresses or these TV stars, when they speak like this, they're just boot polishing the dara hua insan. That's all, nothing more. I mean, I think Anil has not seen through that. Yes. So let me just take a comment from Smita. I agree totally with Jaydev. They are really messing with our culture. Absolutely. And Gayatri says they just want free money. Welcome, Priya.
Welcome.
Smita says no DDLJ again. Don't want any Buddhe Khans. And Mamta says Bollywood to barbad ho gaya due to curse of Sushant. Absolutely. Yeah. Back to you.
Yeah, so friends, this is all the news for today, and make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. Yes, so that's all from me
Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
and Jeshri.